I, Honorable Vuyo Mhlakaza, Acting Chair of Community Safety Meeting, hereby declares Ramosa Community Hall in Mhlakeng, Randfontein as the precinct of the Gauteng Provincial Legislature in terms of Rule 56 of the Standing Rules of Gauteng Legislature, read together with Section 1 and 2 and Section 28 of the Powers, Privileges and Immunities of Parliament and Provincial Legislature Act, number 4, 2004. The precincts of Parliament, Provincial Legislature, 1, they are an area of or land and every building or part of a building under Parliament's control. Chambers in which proceedings of the House are conducted and galleries and lobbies of the chamber. Every part of the building in which the chambers are situated. Committee rooms and other meeting places provided and used primarily for parliamentary purposes. Lastly, every other building or part of the building provided is used in connection with the proceedings of Parliament. So for the duration of this meeting, this place will be the precinct of the GPL, Gauteng Provincial Legislature. So the standing rules of the legislature will apply and govern all engagements. I thank you. So besivula lenkundla as per legislature ne rules that guide us. So nifane nabantu ngathi nise legislature even though you are in Ramosa Hall. Iyavakala ne? Thank you very much. The language is offered. I hope you distribute a gadget. What is the problem? Please distribute the gadget. Please distribute the gadgets because the languages that are offered here. It's English. It's on channel 1. We must have this. That's why I'm worried at the distribution. English is on channel 1. Sisotho Setswana channel 4. Isixhosa nesiZulu is in channel 3, on channel 3. Afrikaans is on channel 2. Sign language is in front of the screens or TV. Sinazo mos TV siyabona sonke ne? Okay. Agenda. Can I read the agenda so that everybody is in the same page or we are aligned? Opening and welcome, which I've just done. The session is open. We profusely apologize for being late. Uxolo Premier for making you wait. But at least for once, can you wait for me? I've waited for you. At some point, whenever it was, I don't know. But uxolo for that. Nani nonge bahlali. You are welcome and thanks for welcoming us as well. Do we have apologies from anybody on our side? Do we have, except for the chair's apology?
Good morning, everyone. We have apologies from Honorable Masuku and Honorable Unene, who are out of the country on legislature business. We have an apology on Honorable Maluka, who's on study leave, and Honorable Bosch is on party business. Honorable Nkani is also on party business, and Honorable Evans is joining the NCOP. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Those are community safety members, portfolio committee members that are not here. However, we are here. Business will continue. Leadership of commission. Do you have apologies that you want to tender on behalf of your team?
Morning.
Commander, rather, sorry.
Good morning. Apologies for the District Commissioner, Major General Challen, Brigadier Kaba and Brigadier Mabata. They're involved at the G20 at the moment. I'm Colonel Greiling from the West Rand District, Wispol. I'll represent the district. With me, it's the Station Commander, Colonel Rambuda, and then the Crime Intelligence Commander, Colonel Rapolu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our agenda reads as such. Just going back, it's number 1 is opening and welcome. 2, it's apologies we've done. Confirmation of the agenda. Agenda to imengol commitment to stakeholder inputs, other matters, and we close the business of the day. Iyavakala right? Yeah, eyona nto ibaluleke kakhulu ile inputs that are coming from all of you. Sizele londo. Item 4, I hope nibambile. Confirmation of agenda. Confirmation of agenda is right. Ilukile bagolo. Ke a leboga. Mohlakeng Police Station Crime Profile Report. The mic is yours. Is it fine if he presents from there or? Okay, we request that you come here. There is everything for you to assist you in your presentation. Andifuna umsukumisa ngengoma. Thank you, the mic is yours. Again, please introduce yourself, then you can go ahead. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning to the Premier, all heads of states of community safety, MMCs, all law enforcement agencies, as well as the government departments, all protocol observed. I'm going to start presenting the overview regarding the station overview of Motlakeng. If you look at the station profile, the size of the station area in square kilometers is 88 square kilometers. The population, according to the Stats SA, mid-year 2024, is 125,168. Unemployment status, according to the Stats SA, is 61 to 70%. The number of sectors in the policing area is 4. The classification regarding the police station is urban-rural mix. The number of municipal wards is 26. And the position in Gauteng in terms of the weight, the crime weight contribution is 70 out of 145. If you look at the station, the sector breakdown, we've got 4 sectors. Your first sector is, your sector manager is Warrant Officer Deleki, and the sector consists out of Motlakeng, old location, Motlakeng Extension 3, Motlakeng Extension 4, Motlakeng Extension 5, Extension 7, Extension 8, as well as Extension 11, which is an urban area. In Sector 2, the sector manager is Constable Tipa. It consists out of Zenzele, which is an informal settlement. Leipertsvlei Plots is the rural area. The R559 up to Flower Road, as well as Cook 1 Mine. Sector 3, the sector manager is Warrant Officer Otto, and the area consists out of Toekomsrus Extension 2, Toekomsrus Extension 9, Erfsonders Flats, which is an urban area. The school safety forums, all NGOs as noted or listed below. The Community Policing Forum, the CPF Community Patrollers, the Youth Desk, all security companies in the area. If you look at the human resources of the police station, the visual policing, his staffing level is 92.5%, the detective services is 93.1%, and then the support services is 65.71%. The total staffing level of the station is 86.11%. If you look at your human resources, the force multipliers, the discipline is Gauteng traffic wardens. We've got 172 members and 2 vehicles. Municipal traffic officers, that's the local, it's 51 members and 20 vehicles. Community and blue patrollers, 52 members, no vehicles. And in community policing forum, 10 with no vehicles. The vehicle fleet of the station, visible policing allocated versus the requirements, it's 100% and vehicles availability is free. The detective service allocation versus requirement is 100% and the vehicle availability is 10. The support is 100% and the vehicle availability is 1. So in total it's 100% allocated and then it's 14 vehicles available. The vehicle fleet, the type of vehicles as well as the numbers, your type of vehicle, active vehicles, which consists
Sound
of-
check.
The active vehicles is sedan as well as hatchbacks, minibuses, LDVs, as well as panel vans, and the total numbers of vehicles is 22. Then trailers, we've got 1. We've got no motorcycles or quads, and then others not specified is 0. The total is 23. If you look at your station profile regarding your vehicle fleet, the financial vehicle year 2024 versus 2025, visible policing, the number of new vehicles received is 1. The detective services received 1 new vehicle and support services they received no vehicles. So in total it was 2 vehicles received. In the 2025-2026 book year, the visible policing 0. Detectives received 2 vehicles and in support received no vehicles. So in total it is 2 vehicles. If you look at your crime overview, the categories regarding the crime, we've got a contact crimes, which consists out of your murders, attempted murders, assault GBH, assault common, robbery aggravating, common robbery sexual offences. Then we also got our contact related crimes, which is arson, MI2P, the property related crimes is burglary residential, burglary business, theft of motor vehicle, theft out of motor vehicle, as well as stock thefts.
Order.
And your other serious crimes is theft others as well as commercial crimes and shopliftings. Then we also got a category regarding.
Order. Can you sit down?
Thank you.
Those who are there in the passage corridor, there. Can you sit down? Mama, can you uhlale phansi? Baza kunika into oyifunayo.
Can I proceed?
Thank you very much. Can we give him an audience? Thank you.
and also the CPF members who take their time when we call them as councillors, and also the Panyas, Agantate Panyaza Lisuf, who are requesting. On the lastly, Chair, the report said that we do have 172 and only 2 vehicles. We are just requesting maybe the vehicles can be increased so that the visibility of Panyasas can help, and also the police. Thank you.
Dumela Mahol, Uwangi to me from Shoko Mahol 21. Firstly, let me acknowledge our #1 citizen, Comrade Panyaza. You're welcomed. Members of the MPL, you're also welcomed. Councillor Kuziwe, Councillor Makosi, thanks for being with us here today. Antse ke shebile report, I became more shocked. But before ke bua ka report, re mo ka lebaka la safety. But when we entered, I thought maybe ne go tlona le di scanner tsa go checka gore is there any way gore bomo e ka kena or eng. But everyone nantsa tsena shoe, but we are here talking about public safety. That is a concern, I don't know to anyone, but to me, I thought ne go tlona le scanner nyana sa go checka gore threat go motho a ka kena tshwere something se se ka lematsang anyone. You understand? So in terms of the report, I want to highlight the issue Erena Leone Kamapodisa, the police station in particular. Number one, our police station is not in good condition. It is dirty. Number one. So how do I feel comfortable opening a case in a police station that is dirty itself? Number two, the conduct of our policemen. As a man, you want to go and open a case of GBV, because GBV is not only about men beating women. Sometimes men who are being beaten, but when you go and open a police station, you are being labeled a coward. You are being laughed. And it is wrong. Another issue about our police vehicles. We've got very few police vehicles. And you find that a policeman would go home ka police vehicle, a state property. Where some they go to their malls when they are off, taking their wives, side chicks and husbands, go to molo, ka police car. But when you call, you'll be called, oh, there's a police car here. How about the escort, or there's no police car, E1. Mari Constable to me kwalo udutsi ko kulubeng ka vene ya police station. That must come to an end. It is true, it is happening. Some might mom and say what? It is happening in our location. Another issue is bribe. Bribe. Policemen are taking bribe in our location. You open a case today, a very serious case. The following day, the particular person who's in case against them, the evidence is out. How much ki mo file 5K? Wala hapam to. True. So whoever is in charge in terms of police stations, CPF, public safety, Rekopa, be on the ground, listen to us. I know this is a very critical meeting, but let it not be only about states. Let's see results. So I thank you.
Thank you.
Re ke dumedisa mba gaetso ke simolla ka go dumedisa premier wa rona wa Gauteng Tate Panyaza ra go dumedisa ene re go rata kaofela. Ke lebogele motshwara marapo ke a leboga mme o e tshware ka mo bogaleng. Let me thanks to all the departments, the stakeholders who came here, because why really mona ke leboga lona baagi. Ntho important mona ke ditletlebo tsa lona baagi. Le go tlhaloganya gore way forward ke eng mabapi le ditletlebo tsa setšhaba sa rona sa Motlakeng. Ke tlo bua ka leleme le le tlhaloganyegang gore rutlwaneng sentle. Ke a tshepa ke a dumela. Ke a leboga. Number one, nkare re batlile re di kopanya ga re tla mabapi le police station ya Motlakeng, which is a huge concern. Ibile re na le go itshola gore why ne re lwana gore re be le police station ya Motlhakeng. Reason being, police station ya Motlhakeng ne re naganne gore ga e boa e tla be go akantswe gore e sutisiwe mo e leng teng. Reason being, even themselves, they are not safe. Ha crime itla e starta ko police station. We still remember mapodisa a kile a kenelwa mo police station ya Motlhakeng, gwa vandalize ko police station ya Motlhakeng. They are not safe. So how can they protect us? Meanwhile, they are not protected. Number two, the working conditions tsa SAPS Motlhakeng officers. You know, it's painful to watch somebody you come and crying. Le ena o kare o batla go lla because u depressed. Premier. But depressed ko police station ya Motlhakeng. Number two, we are asking SAPS headquarters, before you send us the people who are gonna protect the community, checkang gore na batho bao ba tlo kgona go protect our community physically and mentally. Because o ka re le re tlisetsa batho bale ba ba kgathetseng. Ha re tlo bua re supa ke ona moemedi wa rona o mogolo ko police station o sheba ntate o ileng gore nke ba a tshwanetse a ba a phomotse. Ga o bua le ena ga a tlhalosa o khathetse le tlhaloganyo. Go botlhoko ntate Panyaza. Re kopa gore le re fe maphodisa a re itseng gore I remember those years back le phodisa ne go checkwa fitness ya gagwe. Ke member ya public safety. Go na le nako re kena mo di road blocking. The criminal, they can run. You as an officer, you can't run because of your weight. You can't even run. O kare ga go khonano ga go etsiwa go deployiwa ga go sa tlhola go shebiwa the fitness. Maybe after go fitswe di form tsele tsa employment ga go tswa ko training ntate Panyaza ba ja maphodisa a rona. Le ga re go ba di foreigners tse di bulang di shop tsa dijo go emi di vene ba ja. Ga o ka re hap ke eo o itshwara le theka go matha Mapanyaza. And Mapanyaza ha armed, that is why baba bolaya gone ya no. Ra ba rata ntate Panyaza. And then re tlhoka le visibility ya Mapanyaza street by street. Not only morale rata fela or re ba bone ga ba betsa di salute ko police station and ba di betsa mara re batla visibility ya bone. Mara ke kopa le fokotsa di BM ko bone speed sa bone a se khalemegi. Maybe ke excitement ta gore ne ke nyorile ke batla go ipona ke fofa. Number two, police station ya Motlhakeng ga ena privacy, especially when it coming to women and young women ha ba tlo reporta di rape case. Ne re kopa privacy re be le mo ba kgonang go reporta ba phuthulugile teng bomme di victim. Ntshongwe gape e re kopang ke ena re na le di camera tse e leng gore community safety ba tlisitse di camera tsa crime. Ha re le ko meeting wa portfolio re butsitse ra re di camera tsa rona re kopa go bona di footages, especially morale rata because of the drugs le di car hijacking. Re na le human trafficking gone ano mo Motlhakeng. Re kopa gore di camera tse le di hand over ba khona gore ba khona go kry di ntho re khona go kry di footages tsa teng because nna the worst part I'm a counselor and some of the questions ke butsiwa ke community ke sena di karabo tsa tsona gore e bile counselor re tlo tshisa ntlo ya gago e le bagane le wena o ka se re bone camera one of them e le bagane le nna. And I remember when I pushed ke propose gore di camera tseo di beteng e be ba bua gore di camera tseo di tlo ba only mo di departmenteng tsa government. Ne re tlhoka gore di camera tseo di reach mo ileng gore crime spot e mo teng mo. Sa bo two sector vans ntse go tla go badiwa di sector vans adiyo di sector van adiyo arena di sector van ha we batla sector 1 ya re ke ko Pillsville, e tlo tla after 4 hours. And then ha batla, ke na le hostel nna, mo hoteng ya ka, whereby crime ga ile mo hostel. Even the police, they fear to enter the hostel. Batla go bolela gore, come out, re tlo kopana le wena mo ra le rata. When you come out, you'll be dead that time. Another one, Dizamazama, re ka se fetse go bua ka Dizamazama, is a huge concern. Re kile ra tla, general a tlile, province e tlile, re fufuletswe, community e tswile for Dizamazama, but ne re kopa go tseba gore support ya go ntsha Dizamazama totally mo ereng ya rona ke eng. Ke na le informal settlement Bundu in ba ileng gore ba llela go allocate-iwa, ba approvilwe, ba shwa every weekend. Ngwana o rapiwa in front of the mother is being raped in front of the child. They are living under trauma. So ne ke kopa gore a go be le improvement, because that report, it doesn't make sense compared to how a law reporter. When somebody goes to Motlakeng police station, a law reporter, sometimes it's just a minor thing, so we sort out as family. You can't go to police station if you feel it is a minor thing. Let them attend and report all the crime reports. Ke a leboga.
Sanbonani, ngicela ukubulisa kokuqala ubaba uPanyaza. You welcome baba. Ngicela ukubulisa nama members of the portfolio committee. Igama lami David Maluleke. I'm from a community of Zirbekom. You know, in Tate Panyaza, the last time we saw Ama Panyaza in our neighborhood was when you took them to Situla Hotel. That was, I don't know how many months back. I'm really shocked to see the visibility of our patrollers, because we don't have any in our area. I heard someone saying the police station is dirty. I think would be very lucky in our community if we could at least get that dirty police station open, because we don't have any. You need to take two taxis to get to Begestal police station, just to report crime. I mean, by the time you get to the police station, you are already despondent. You honestly don't want to be part of opening up a case anymore, because it's a tedious exercise to get to the police station. Ntate Panyaza, we are an agriculture holding. One thing I can tell you, I'm surprised now there's people that say they've got councillors. Councillors have came in here. It's very sad for me to report that we don't have a councillor in our ward. You know our councillor in Ward 17, however, he has left even the community group. So we don't know who to cry to. Unfortunately, the chairperson of the CPF is not even staying in our area. He stays in Krugerstop. I honestly don't even know how he was even voted in. You know, the things that you guys are crying about here today, it's things that we actually long for. We long to have a state, for one. I think we do have a police station, however, even if you can get there, the doors are closed. Tateli Sufi, we are really crying because in the past 2 years, we have plus minus 20 transformers that were stolen in our area. We don't know. The police don't even want to get involved. The other problem that we have is we don't even have one street light in the whole neighborhood. It's a neighborhood of over 600 plots. I don't even want to touch the issue of stock theft. As I mentioned, we are in agriculture holding. People get into your yard, they stand right at your door and take everything. There's nothing you can do. Police station can't do anything. You know, I said my name is David Maluleke, I'm Tsonga. But when you tell the police that you are Sotho, I think they run as far away from you as possible because they don't even want to be involved with Sotho people. I don't know what's in them that the police are afraid of them. We have zama problems in Sirbekom because people hire their own plots and then zamas, they work day and night. There's nothing that the police are doing. If we could at least have a mobile police station for now, in the meantime, I think if you could maybe prioritize opening up of a police station, we would really be grateful. I don't want to delve into so many issues that the community encounters, but there's no visibility whatsoever. Whether it's patrollers, whether it's the CPF or even if police van, we hardly see them. I don't even want to talk about Amapanya. We don't, as I mentioned, the last time we saw them was when we took them to that Situla hotel, which is very sad. So, Ntate Panyaza, the main thing for us, could you please maybe try and prioritize the opening up of that police station? It's been years. Thank you so much.
Those issues are noted, leadership. Thank you very much. Nizawuphendula. Just want us to move a little bit faster. Premier une G20, we are aware of the G20 summit, right? And he's the host. So Zile Goda Wabanati, and I just want to move a little bit, singing in the next item. Mkhulu ka tlhompho ke tla o dumela wena o fela because ke batla everybody o leng mo e bena buang and ke wena fela so that I must continue to yes.
Thank you, Chair. Ke leboga thata ka monyetla o mfileng one. Ke simole ka go dumedisa our premier Ntate Lesufi and then all protocol observed. Ke na le few crisis but ha ke tlo di tsenela mo go tsone ke na le di suggestion. But what I'm trying to
help our people, especially elderly people. This is what we need to fight. Batho ba tshwarang batho ba baholo poo a ba tswa kry-a tšhelete ya bona modende or a ba tswa di-taxing or ba tswa di-taxi renkeng. This is the area, policemen, that I'm very worried that we are not taking serious. You can see from the community, they strongly believe that it's meaningless to come and report crime at the police station. As soon as we reach that stage, it means the statistics that we are putting up are not correct statistics. We need to accept that the level of crime is completely unacceptable, and we can't use old ways to think that we can fight crime. Crime needs new ideas, new commitment, and new ways of dealing with it. So I'm pleading with the police in this area, please work together with this community. This is the community that will assist you. But if the community tells you who's doing crime, instead of arresting the person that is doing crime, you go and tell the criminals who reported them. That's the problem they're going to have. That's where the community is not going to work with us. So let's respect this community when they report crime, but also community members. Tsotsi a idule lodimo. Tsotsi dula amongst the room. We just have to ensure that those that are doing crime are also reported and attended to. So committee, I really appreciate the moment and the time that you've given us. The President of Nigeria is the first one to arrive in our country. Please grant me the honor to go and welcome him in our country and tell him that people from Nigeria are also creating problems in our country. Thank you so much.
as cupcake.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Premier. Wish you a safe journey. We okay. If we can just have some order before we continue, please. Thank you. We will now continue with the presentation. The presenter will announce herself on behalf of the HOD. You may continue. Thank you, Madam.
The HOD back in the house. He knows it is time to present. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Pulen Rakitla from Department of Community Safety, Director responsible for strategy management. Good day to the Chair, honorable members, the HOD in his absence, SAPS management, the MMC, as well as Badudi, Bako, Mohlakeng, or Rand West. I'm going to present the annual report for the Department of Community Safety for 24-25, which was the year efediling at the end of March. In terms of our summary, Chair and honorable members and Badudi, from the financial performance point of view, as the department, we were able to spend 97% of our allocated budget for 24-25. And also key is that we were then also able to pay all our service providers within 30 days as legislated. In terms of service delivery targets, we have managed to achieve 84% of the targets that were planned for the year under review. The next slides just indicate the budget that was spent, as well as outlining that in one of our program, which is program 3, we underspent by 3% with the reasons that have been alluded to. And then in terms of the audit, at the end of the financial year, departments are audited by the Auditor General of South Africa to provide assurance of the reported performance. For the year under review, the department received an qualified opinion with no findings, which is otherwise known as clean audit. And this was the second year in consecutive. I will then outline the key achievement relating to the performance for the department for 24-25, starting with our mandate, which is to conduct oversight over law enforcement agencies, including SAPS. For 24-25, we were able to conduct announced visit at 145 police stations, but we also conducted 804 unannounced police station visits, and this also included police stations Ko Mhlakeng as well as Ko Randfontein. We also analyzed the crime dockets to examine the circumstances that are leading to dockets being withdrawn or closed as undetected. And for the year under review, we analyzed 1,804. We also are tracking drug-related cases, and we have tracked 302 drug-related cases across the province for the year under review. As the department, we also continue to implement the ICVPS through coordination of the social crime prevention interventions. And for the year under review, we conducted 877 of those social crime preventions. We also implemented school safety interventions at 568 schools, including the schools in the Mohlakeng and the Randfontein area. We have assessed police stations and the CPFs in 145 police stations across the province, including the ones in the Mohlakeng and Randfontein. And we also assessed the CSFs, the community safety forums, 11 of those, as well as the patroller teams, 110 for the province. We continue to support the Department of Education through the deployment of our patrollers in schools and in the community. In terms of the GBVF, we have supported 16,132 victims of GBVF. We have also conducted household visits to 576,000 houses within the province through our GBVF brigades program to empower the communities on the fight against GBVF. We do on a yearly basis, on an annual basis, assess the victim-friendly rooms within the police stations, and we have done so 145 in all our 145 police stations in the province. We also note the challenges with the VFR in Mohlakeng, and the department is working with SAPS and the NGOs to address those. We also have conducted court picketing, 270, to support the victims of gender-based violence as they appear in court for their various court proceedings. We have rolled green doors across the province, especially in those communities that are not closer to the police stations. We have also trained 145 SAPS members on GBVF in terms of how to support and receive the victims of GBVF at designated stations within the police stations. But then we also, in terms of empowering the victims to ensure that they are part of the economic empowerment, we have trained 122 GBVF survivors on various skills. Part of our mandate as well from traffic management is to work towards ensuring that we are reducing the road crashes and fatalities. And for the year under review, as part also of the overload control, we have weighed 330,000 vehicles, leading to arrests of 75, and also those who are transgressing and are found to be overloading their vehicles are then charged. We have also conducted public passenger transport operations, 8,306 of those, and this resulted in the impoundment of 1,100 vehicles that were for various road transgressions. Drunken driving is one of our challenges in our roads, and as the department, we continue to conduct the operations. We have done 2,515 drunken driving operations. That has led to the arrest of 2,597 motorists who were found to be driving under the influence of alcohol. We also are conducting speed operations, and which then also led to the arrest of about 170 speedsters for various speeds. As part of the education program, we are also conducting road safety education programs And for the year under review, we have 693 schools that were involved in road safety education program, but we also continue to provide the road safety education programs for the pedestrian as well as the drivers. And for the year under review for pedestrians, we've done 292, and for drivers, we did 294. It is also worth noting that the interventions that the department is implementing in terms of our traffic management interventions, we have seen a decrease in the road fatalities in Gauteng over the last 3 years, and also for 2024 festive periods, our province was one of the only three provinces that recorded a decrease, and this has also led to the arrest of suspects for various offenses. The Premier has indicated that we also need the technology in the fight against crime. And as the province, we procured the helicopters, and we have the air wing support within the province that is conducting the crime prevention to increase police visibility. And for the year under review, successes included the recovery of such items as the firearms, the vehicles, as well as apprehension of the suspects with the assistance of the air wing unit. We also have the e-panic system, and about 100 of our patrol vehicles which are deployed across the province, including the Rand West, they are fitted with the e-panic button system, as well as we also have the push-to-talk devices which are enhancing the quick response from the Gauteng Traffic Police as well as the Gauteng traffic wardens. We have the command center, of which we are monitoring the incidences as they occur on real life, and deploy law enforcement agencies to respond to those incidences as well as the accidents. And for the year under review, we have, through our deployment, through the use of the interim command center, have recorded 153 suspects that were arrested as a result of the response that is detected through our interim command center, as well as the impoundments of vehicles and the interceptions. As the department, we also realizing that SAPS alone cannot fight crime, but fighting crime requires the collaboration and the coordination of various stakeholders. And as a result of that, for the year under review, there were several cooperative agreements that were signed with the metropolitan municipalities, but not only with that, also the local municipalities. We have the signed agreements, and the work streams are established to implement the pillars of these cooperative agreements. We also are entering into agreements with the institutions of higher learning, and for the year under review, we entered into agreements with TUT, Ekurhuleni West, and as well as the West Call, TVET, University of Johannesburg, as well as the University of Northwest in the Vaal campus. In terms of our organizational capability, I've already indicated that we are able to pay our service providers on time, and I will now hand over to the CFO to speak to the issue of the financial performance. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before you continue, just announce yourself, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Johan van Koller, Acting CFO, Community Safety. Just in terms of the financials, for the year ended 31st March 2025, we've spent an overall 97% of the budget allocated to us. We have 3 programs: administration, Secretariat of the Police, as well as Traffic Management. Traffic Management has the lion's share of our budget, and we've spent 90% on administration, 100% on Secretariat, and 97% on traffic. If one breaks it down into the economic classifications, you'll see that for compensation of employees, we've underspent, spending 97%. That is mainly due to some of the transfers that was made to Sunroll, as well as the Office of the Premier. Those are secondments. In terms of goods and services, we've spent 99%, and transfers and subsidies also 100%. Payment of capital assets was at an 89%, and if I go through the next slide that shows you the application for rollovers, you'll see that it's represented by projects that was just not billed at year end but fully committed. I'm sure that I pressed the wrong thing there now. In terms of those rollovers, we've applied for 39 million rands rollovers. The first three mainly relates to tools of trades for the Amapanyazas, in terms of the drones, supply and delivery of torches, as well as firearms and holsters. The furniture, as well as the conversion of the revenue collection for the crafters, has also been part and parcel of the application for rollovers, and that relates to the underspend in terms of capital expenditure. Our accruals at year end amounted to 278 million rand. Again, if I break that down, you'll see the lion's share is for traffic and relates to goods and services. 45 million, as I've indicated, relates to capital expenditure that has not been paid at year end. So just in terms of the narrative and summary, 90% of our budget was spent. The main causes for the underspend relates to seconded staff to the Office of the Premier, as well as Sunroll, and we finalized the financial year, and during the delivery of the 2025-26 financial year, we'll pay for the accruals relating to the previous year, and we've just noted again that we've asked for a rollover, and we are still waiting for the final conclusion in terms of that rollover for the current financial year. Chair, that concludes my part, except for the payment of suppliers for the year under review. We've paid 100% of our suppliers in 30 days. It's the 15 days that were still a battle. We ended up with 86%, and we strive to improve that for the year. In terms of our revenue collection, we have over-collected mainly due to the collection of tickets, outstanding tickets, and the redistribution of the crafters in order to over-collect some of that expenditure, and we've over-collected with 3 million rand for the year under review. I'll hand over to Pule now for responses to the questions by the committee.
Thank you.
Chair, the next slide is the responses to the questions that were asked during the last meeting. I'm not sure if I should take them here or we should take them as read.
You mean you want to take them here now? Do you want to take them here now? Okay. No, we can consider them in another meeting. We can consider the questions in another meeting. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. I think then that concludes the end of our presentation, because the next slide is just the details, and which the highlights have already been presented.
Thank you for the presentation. Before we continue, I will allow honorable members to pose some questions to the presenters, if they have any. Starting with my left, honorable son, if you have any questions, you're welcome. Should I give you a chance?
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Greetings once again, residents and colleagues. Chair, through you, my question is focused on the presentation of the Mohlakeng SAPS. So I don't know who would take the questions, please. The first question is, thank you very much. Thank you. Because we have a problem with the speaker. If I speak too loud, it makes that very squeaky noise. So I'm trying to keep it soft. Chair, throughout our visits and oversight to the various different police stations, the report we receive is very standard. But the one issue that does not address in all the report is the present, current conditions, dispute. If you commit a crime, you report it to the police must investigate, and the criminals must be arrested. Why are there such a high number of settlement? Is the police station facilitating the settlement, or what is the case? Once the matter is settled, does that mean the criminal can walk away without any consequences? So I want to give an example. If today I go stab somebody, and I say to the victim, he has 5,000 rand, don't take me to the police. I still committed a crime. That crime must be punished. I can't walk away by paying 5,000 rand. So the settlement, please can you share with us what is the situation? Chair, please bear with me. I now move to the last bit of my question. Page 34. I see there was one case flow management meeting between SAPS and the Department of Justice. I want to suggest, Station Commander, that these meetings must be more regular. The follow-ups must certainly be more regular, more interactive. So we as the law enforcement also hold the Justice Department, the courts, the prosecutors to account, to say that you can't just leave my cases pending for many months. Because on the one hand, you are arresting criminals, on the other hand, the courts are taking forever, a year or two to resolve, and some of them have been kicked out of court. Chair, in conclusion,
the general public out there and politicians, you can either give them a lot of information so that they are not able to read it all, or you give them very little information. In this case, we are given very little information. Surely, if you can give us the last quarter report, you could have given us the full 2024-25 financial year's report. And therefore, we as a committee and the general public out there have been able to have a grasp of an entire year's performance or non-performance. So I kind of lost interest in going through this report, to be honest with you, and it was being presented because as a member of the public, I believe that we are being fleeced here. We are being hoodwinked. I listened to the responses and the questions asked here of the general public. One or two were praising, and that is good because I believe that most police officers actually want to make a difference. But when I get a report such as this, it speaks about the management of the station. And then I correlate it to the problems that the community has been facing. And Chair, Deputy Chair, I'm going to the station after we finish now to go and have a look at it first. And because by the time the Premier comes there, cleanup would have been happening. But let me get on with the particular things that I see as shortcomings in this report. And therefore, I made my remarks about it speaks to the management wanting to hoodwink us here. Page 10, you talk about human resources, you give us percentages. You don't give us the number of people, the hard bodies or the warm bodies. How am I to assess that what you are saying is true or not, or what is the real situation that you find yourselves in as a station. If you don't give us that information, we are unable to assist you, because we are not just here to point out shortcomings. We are here to really assess what your challenges are, because challenges are faced across the board, and I understand that the SAPS, that thin blue line, gets the flack of everything the government doesn't do. Child doesn't come home, it's the police's fault. Child takes drugs, it's the police's fault, etc., etc. My car gets stolen, it's the police's fault. So we understand the challenges that you face, being there ourselves. But when you feed me such information, I can do absolutely nothing for you. So please, in future, when we come here, let us get the full information. Please, not what you wish to have us see here or not see. You speak about 4 sectors that you have. Nowhere in this report does it speak about what is the complement in the sector, how many sector vehicles you have. And I heard members of the public speaking about the fact that VISPOL, or visibility of police, is SWAT. You don't speak about that. Then that says to me, do you have sector vehicles? You talk here about you have 14 vehicles on slide 10 in your fleet. On slide 13, you talk about 22. Really, what do we take out of here? There's 22 vehicles, or is there 14 vehicles? And then in slide 17, you talk once more about contact crime against persons, that's 385. Lower down on the same page, you talk about contact-related crimes, there's 76. Please explain that to the ordinary layman so that I'm able to understand what you are reporting on, because I don't understand, because it just doesn't correlate to me. I'll stop there. I'll give my colleagues a chance to respond.
Thank you, Honourable Moody. You're welcome, Honourable
Bandaze, Bahul, Katlonpuk. Can we listen to the speakers on the floor, or rather on the podium, the same way we're able to listen to you, and it, so that when you want to make a follow-up, you've heard. Again, we're here for you. We can't be here and you're the ones who are conversing amongst yourselves. We are hearing some of these things for the first time, and we want to go and implement, go back and put these into action. So when it's not you speaking, at least respect the next speaker. If it's difficult, you can go outside. You converse and and it. Yes. And it in church, you keep quiet when somebody's speaking on the podium. Let's give this gathering the same respect. Thank you very much. Sorry, Chair.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Going to my far right, at the end of the table, Honourable Nyathi. You're welcome.
Just a comment on the report, Chair. On the panic button, I don't think we have done enough to educate our communities about this service. It's even difficult to get hold of those who runs the program. This is just a request to make this program more visible to the communities of this province. That will help a great deal in combating crime. Thanks.
Thank you, Honourable Nyathi. Any other questions? Any members at this stage? Nothing. Then we will afford the presenters to answer. They're welcome to come to the front, or we can hand the roving mic to them. HOD, do you want to give any inputs? You're welcome.
No, thank you very much, Chair. I think the bulk of the questions were responded to by the Premier, save for a few that I will seek to attend to. We will make a commitment, Chair, to look into the deployment of the Gauteng traffic wardens in both Mohlakeng and Zirbekom. It's a matter that we certainly will attend to. The issue around the CCTV camera deployment, it was partly covered by the Premier, but I'd like to indicate, Chair, that we have concluded phase 4 of the rollout of the CCTV cameras in the township, in the Tish areas. Phase 4 was concluded at the end of October. What we are looking forward to is the further rollout in the new financial year to cover the areas that we would not have covered. But thus far, we have concluded the 4th phase of the rollout of the CCTV cameras in the Tish areas. The issue around the e-panic button, we take the point by Member Nyati in terms of promoting it and educating the members of the public in terms of the utilization thereof. It's a matter that we take cognizance of. Although there's a massive campaign that we do, probably we might be missing some sections of the community because it's largely on social media platforms. But we take the point that we need to roll it out to communities and reach other broader society in terms of the education campaigns. Chair, there are. With regards to the vehicle shortage, specifically for the traffic wardens, it's an issue that we are attending to, but it's an issue that is heavily reliant upon availability of resources for us to cover the number of vehicles that we require. We are having conversations both internally, but also with G-Fleet to try and see how best we can replenish the current fleet that we have so that it gives us greater coverage insofar as vehicles are concerned. We will certainly look into what was raised here in terms of vehicle abuse. What we have sought to do to try and curb the issue around abuse, we fitted some of the vehicles with dash cams. So these cameras, the footage that we receive from the cameras is helpful to try and get to the bottom of the abuse issues that we continue to receive from members of the public, but also some amongst the wardens specifically in this instance. These are the questions that I think were left out, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, HOD. Does that conclude all the responses? Thank you, honourable members. Any follow-up questions? SAPS, you can hand the mic to that side, please. Thank you. More responses. Yeah, I think it will be better if you come forward so that the ladies and gentlemen could see you. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning to the HOFD of Community Safety, the MMCs, all other law enforcement, councillors, all other government departments, and then all protocol observed. I'm Colonel Greiling, the Visible Policing Coordinator at the District Office. The reason why I represent Mohlakeng Police Station is this session also a grant to us an opportunity to identify gaps or areas where we need to intervene from the district side to the station. I just want to give a little bit background of Mohlakeng. Previously, Mohlakeng was a satellite station of Randfontein SAPS. The official police station was opened on the 1st of July 2023. So Mohlakeng, it's like a baby becoming an adult. We have to take baby steps. First, you need to crawl before you can walk. So we do take note of the condition of the police station. As I said previously, it was a satellite station. So the capacity of the station is limited for the personnel where they must work at. Even some of the members still work from Randfontein because of limited office space. The neatness of the police station, we take note of that. The acting station commander committed that they will look into the cleanliness of the station, and they will also ask CWP to assist them to clean up the station. I can also mention we have a support chanela where the support officers will come and inspect the station on support issues to look at the cleanliness of the station. Then the crime stats that was not released, we only discussed crime stats that was released, and it was that of the last quarter of the previous financial year. The reason why we can't discuss the new crime stats is because it's not yet audited. It's still in the process of that. Then the management of the station. Currently, there's an acting station commander and an acting visible commander. These posts have been advertised, so soon it will be filled, and there will be a new station commander at the rank of a full colonel, and the visible policing commander will be at the rank of a lieutenant colonel. Then with the resources, the vehicles, there's 22 vehicles in total at the station. The count of 23, it was that one is a trailer. It's not actually recognized as a vehicle. It's the roadblock trailer that they utilize. Then with the human resource, we take note of the percentages that was added, although there is a shortage at the station of 18 members in total at the 3 different environments of visible policing, detectives and support. Then under the contact crimes and the difference of contact and contact related, contact crimes is indicated it's physically to another human, where the contact related, it does not refer physical to a person but to the property of that person. For instance, contact crimes, it's like your murders, your assault GBH, assault common, robbery aggravated, sexual offences. Where contact related, it is like arson and malicious damage to the property of the person. Okay, and then with regards, we are constantly working with our other law enforcement agencies to better Mohlakeng. We work with the different departments like Home Affairs, Social Development, even Community Safety assists us a lot. And we signed the cooperative agreement in doing integrated high-density operations. From the district side, there was interventions. We do regular chanelas where it's high density, where we mobilize all the different stakeholders as mentioned in the presentation. And then we also have regular illegal mining operations to assist with the ZAMAs. And then also bylaw operations we have once in a month at the station from the district side. With regards to the reactive response when it comes to the opening of dockets and cases, the district office take note that some of the cases disappear. We will liaise with the district detective coordinator to do an inspection at the station on all the dockets and to determine that the wanted suspects are arrested. Also previously, most of the cases were registered at Randfontein, and sometimes it might be a Randfontein case number. As with when Moslakeng was opened, the system was not generated from the start. So people could have opened the case at Moslakeng, but it might have a Randfontein case number. That can also be an explanation of why they can't find the cases. But anybody is welcome to come forward if they have a problem, that we can look into it and investigate the matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. Thank you very much. Is that any other responses from SAPS? Yes, you're welcome.
Sorry, there was the question, victim-friendly room. I just remember now. The victim-friendly room at Moslakeng, like I said, it's limited space there, but there is at the back of the police station a room. It cannot accommodate a lot of people at once, but sometimes the station do make use of the boardroom if they need privacy for it. But we do acknowledge the concern. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Greyling. Thank you for your responses. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we now want to invite any stakeholders who've got questions or inputs. If you can just raise your hands if there are any, and maybe you can come to the front here again so that we can hand you a microphone. Only one, two there at the back. You're welcome to come forward, please. Come to the front. While you're coming to the front, Honorable Moody just wished to make a statement.
Thank you.
Can we just give him an opportunity, please? Let's be a bit more quiet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Colonel, for those responses. I can understand a little bit better now. But you see, Colonel, I don't want to be bashing SAPS, not at all. In fact, I'm a champion for SAPS. But when I hear a statement such as the station was opened in 2023, and it's still a baby station and it needs to crawl before it walks, then I start getting worried. Because surely those police officers that you place there are senior police officers to have the rank of colonel or lieutenant colonel, even captain, or even sergeant. When you put those officers there, it's not rookies that have just come out of the college. They've worked in other police stations and they must probably had command where they were before. So I don't understand a response such as that. It really makes me worry because, you know, you set up a school, for example, a similar type of incident or environment, and then you say the school's performance is not as the way it should be because of the fact that it's still a new school. That maak nie vir my sin nie, asseblief, Kolonel.
Thank you, Honorable Moody. Before we continue with our stakeholder inputs, I want to plead with you if we can make it short so that we can afford everyone an opportunity to speak. Let's keep it down to approximately 3 minutes, please. And if we can just be a bit more quiet, please, so that we can hear what your community members has got to say. Thank you, Madam. You may continue, and please just say your name before you speak. Thank you.
Dumelang bagolo, lebitso la ka ke nna Umangwenya wa kwa Phetwe. Ke wela mo tlase ga community safety ke GBV brigades. Re tsamaya house to house ke concerned ka taba ya panic button. Re tsenyetsa bagolo panic button ka data ya rona. Probleme e re encountang ke gore Ha re fetsa go tsamaya, bagolo ha ba kgone go ka reporta crime ka lebaka la gore a se ba botlhe ba ba dulang ba na le data, ha se ba botlhe ba ba nang le di Wi-Fi. So sometimes problem crime e tlhaga o le ko strateng, ha o ko ntlong gore o ka tobetsa panic button, ha ona data. So ke bothata ba ka gore ne ba itse ba re ba tlo fa bonkgono ya letsogo. Yaanong ke na le bothata gore ke method ofeng o mongwe o ka berekisiwang gore bagolo le bone ba kgone ha ba tobetsa panic button e sebetse. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. You saved us a minute. Thank you, sir. You may continue. You're welcome.
Dumelang bagolo ba ka. Ke a le dumedisa mo Randfontein o buang le lona ona ke BJ Modise, MOIDISE. Ke nna mo Motlhakeng mo Mosiane Street batswadi ba ka. Batswadi ba ka tla ke le reng ke re ga ra apara ko mabitleng. Re tsetswe matlapa re tsetswe dilo tse dintsi ko mabitleng. Ga ra apara. So batswadi a ko re thuse lona ka le bagolo mo go rona thusang ga ra apara ko mabitleng. Go a thunyiwa go tshwara dipoo le tse dingwe tse ke sa batleng go di bua ko mabitleng. Yaanong ga o eme o bua yane ka re ga o tselwe gore o bua tlhaloganyo e itseng. Bagolo ga re kgone le go tsamaya masigo. Kutlile ntate o mogolo fa ga bua makgatela ga ke tsena fana batswadi a bua ka crime. Se ke batlang go sitse mo botshelong ba ka gore ga tere se ka itseela molao mo matsogong. Ke batla gore le nkutlweng sentle bagolo. Ke robetse ke kwagame. Ke itumetse ke na le motho wa me fa le batswadi ba ka. Yana ga ke robetse tsotsi tsena ka trap door. O wela mo godimo ga ka. Yana ke batla go itse gore ka gore ga ke se ka itseela matsogo mo matsogong. Yana ga o etse mo go nna batswadi ke etseng ke tse burukgu ba ka ke apare ke o sana leng ko police station. Se se leng teng fela nna ka re ka bonna mapodisa ba tla fitlhela ke dirile tiro ya ka. You can kill me, you can do motho ga tsena fale o tsena go mpolaya ga tsena fela. Ke tshwenya mme dudu bosigo ke re motho o ntseneletse o tla etsa mme wa modimo. Mapodisa le tla fitlhela nna ke feditse tiro ya ka. Ke lebogile ke batla go bua thata tse dingwe batswadi ba ka.
Thank you, sir. You may continue. Thank you.
Sanbonan, my name is Andres Dandi. I'm a licensing officer of LDEC. LDEC is a local drug action committee. We are licensing in terms of when we're helping guys who are in terms of our problems of drugs. So they come to us and they come for just to help them. Now, I just wanted to quote some other things when it comes to National Drug Master Plan. Drug Master Plan in only 3 pillars, which is 1, it's a demand reduction. 2, it's a supply deduction. The other one is a harm reduction. Now, in demand reduction, it's where the police are coming in. It's where the judges are coming in. It's where the municipality is coming in. It's where the doctors are coming in. It's there traditional healers are coming in. Each and every sector is coming in. Now, it's a problem. My brother there outside is crying, has no help. He goes out and commits crime. It's a problem. Because of there's a gap somewhere. Somebody is not doing his job. We come, we form structures. Stakeholders, they come. They apply for funding for us to help these brothers. But somebody else there is eating money, doesn't want to help my brother. I come as a lying officer of LDEC local. It's everywhere. People that don't know that. We are helping guys who are willing to go for rehab. Now I take that person and he comes to me and I'm unemployed, not paid, doing a community work. My own municipality does not support the initiative which is supported by the national. It's a problem. It's a problem. We can sit here and talk about drugs and whatsoever. But now the problem lies into who's supposed to help us. Somebody there is not doing his job. I, the supplier. Somewhere, somebody is producing. A harm. Harm is us, the community. We are harmed because of drugs. If our municipality can come to us and ask us for the database, we can try and go to that person who needs help and say, here's a person. But if I don't get that help or a hand, what's supposed to be happening? Our brothers are dying outside here. We are sitting here. We don't know their problems. We are sitting here. We are talking about what is this, people killing each other and stuff. What is the cause of it? Those are the three pillars we need to sit on as we are here and engage on. Are we doing our job? I'm asking, as I'm going to step down, look at your face and ask yourself, are you doing justice? Nyabo.
Thank you, thank you.
Sanibonani. Ngegama nguThamsanqa wakwaBizi waseKhutsumi. Ngicela ukubuza nje, my question iza kakhulu kwi CFO ne community safety kancane nje. I'm a former Siyabangena member, a coordinator, this guy. Siyabangena members, bathole uniform okayi-1. Bahola this month, next month, abaholi. Angithi. And these people are dedicated, my leader. 110%. I vouch for them. Abalali ebusuku. Baphana nge-information. But at the end of the day, imali yayo iyakhathiwa. Kuthiwa this month uyahola, next month awuholi. Kune group 1, kune group 2. Angithi mphathi. Number 2, siye ezikolweni, to the schools. Besigadi ikolo singamapatrola, sizinikezela, sizigadi ikolo. Manje kunento entsha ezileyo ukuthi we must share, or omnye ahole 3 months, omnye angaholi 3 months. Mind you, my leader, asizelanga mali. Sizele ukuzosiza eSAPS, sizele ukuzosebenzisana ne-community. Because of community safety, niyeza niyasibonga. Sesijwayele ukubongwa yini i-community safety. Nenzani niyasishiya. Nithi masixoleni phakathi mphathi wami. Angithi. Isikhalo sami esikhulu. Sinama CPF members. Abahambayo abakhuluma ne-community day in day out. Abashare ama-meetings and everything day in and day out. Anibaboni nganix. Abasizwa nganix. Why singathi in Gauteng patrollers unyaka mawuphela, this is the voucher for patrollers. I once said mawuhamba mama uFaith Mazibuko ngathi kwaphela ngepatrol. Ngisayiphinda namanje mphathi wami. If I'm a member of community safety, aye e-station, ba check i-stats sama patroller, it's a downfall. Ama patroller ahlala phansi because you spend imali yakho ukuthenga iteki, uthenga ibhrukwe lakho, uphinde uziprintele i-uniform ukuthi uhambe uyosebenza. As a patroller, uvolunteer yo 24 hours, uphinde ukhuphe imali epokotweni yakho, uvolunteer ngayo. As patrollers. Ngiyalibonga igama lika Premier Makethi ufuna ukwenza ipatroller imbizo. Ngicela ngayenza ipatroller imbizo kuphela. Sinama brigade lapha bomama bangalali. ne-youth desk laphayana esacrificeayo 24 hours. Abasizwa nganix. Siphiwa ikipa once a year. This uniform le siphiwa once a year. That one, the blue one, community blue. But iphuma kusap sishola kayi-1. Go to amapanyaza bathola uniform kangaki. We were promised ukuthi sizoya emakhosini. As CPF members, sizoya ema-training. Sizoyaphi, dololo, nothing. Empty promises. Angithi mphathi. Kusiyabangena, we were promised ukuthi siyaku self-defense as members esiyabangena. Iphelele phi mphathi, gone. Into engiyibonayo engiyaziyo sithola ama-craft. Ama-craft la sihamba ngawo. Sijabulela ukugibela imoto ebhalwe community in blue. But isenzelani thina as patrollers on the ground? Mphathi ngiyacela. The day kuzohlangana no-premier. Ngicela sihlanganise ama-executive, CPF executive members. Call all the chairpersons. Find out what is the frustration yama-patroller on the ground. Ngabe kuthiwa kuyakhona ukuthi ngenze umthetho, ngabe kuthiwa kuyakhoneka mphathi wami, bengizowushintsha umthetho. Ngithi community safety, mangayi kwi-community, ithi community mayikhethe i-executive. Masithi thina as patrollers, because we know what is happening as patrollers. Siyasokola sizi patrollers. Kuphuma umuntu from the patrollers asi-represente. Singa-representwa ngumuntu ovelayo namhlanje because ene-needs or ufuna ukwenza something. So isicelo sami umphathi from community safety. Coming to the side the subs.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Coming to the side the subs.
Can you just round up, please? Sorry? Can you just round it up quickly?
Yeah, it's just
Thank
a
you.
few things. Coming to the side of subs. Every day we are in station, patrollers, daily. This is a station of subs. But today the presentation, I belong as CPF and patrollers. There's nothing that says patrollers and CPF. It's only wardens and this and this and this. And subs are doing this. Can I put it clear? Subs members, you are nothing without the patrollers. We as patrollers, we've got more information. We've got more information that we are giving in to subs, to say subs, this is the information. At the end of the day, stola these jackets. I'm standing here today, Nyaval. I'm standing here today. I was suspended for telling the truth. And I won't change. I'm going to stick to my words. Patrollers are human beings. Patrollers deserve a right like the wardens. Wardens, Mabirito and brigades, they were called. The painful part, Chair, the time they were the wardens, they never considered patrollers. Even today, in this presentation, there's no patrollers. I submit.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have some order, please? Can we just have some order? We can quite clearly understand that these members of the community share information that is very close to your hearts, but let's remember that this is a session of the Gauteng legislature, and let's lower our voices, please. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody. My name is Bongiwe Vezi. I am from Zerbakom. I stand before you because I've got a lot of queries as well. In the place of which we come from, there's a lot going on that is not good. And I think you've heard from David Maluleke, half of some of the things that we go through as a community of Zerbakom. I think it's important that everybody is able to exercise their human rights. And in Zerbakom, it's not always possible, especially when it comes to having police within our community. We do not have police in our community. There are no police, none whatsoever. But we have a police station and it's not working. As we speak, if you go to Zerbakom now, the police station is locked, doesn't have anybody there. When it was open for the 2 months that it was, the only time we would be able to do something is go and do an affidavit because they would give you a stamp. You don't even have a pen to write a statement. You have to bring your own pen in order for you to do something within that SAPS. Another thing is that there is a lot of crime in Zerbakom. And even if you do try to lodge a complaint right now, you are not able to lodge a complaint right now. You are supposed to wait for Beggersdal police that don't come immediately. Beggersdal police will come after about 2 hours, 3 hours. By then, people have done what they wanted to do with you. And at the end of the day, you can't do anything about it. They're already done. If somebody wanted to rape you at that moment, you'd be raped. You'd now have to open another case of being raped after getting people enter into your house. So I think the biggest problem with us is that we don't have security, we don't have patrollers, we don't have SAPS, we don't have all those things that people are complaining about. We don't have them. And the reason why you are not getting, you don't know about these things is because of the fact that nobody is willing to do anything about that. Even when you decide to go to Beggersdal police station, nothing is told to you guys. Nobody is aware of the things that are happening in Zerbakom. As we speak, Zerbakom does not have electricity because everybody has had their cables taken out from their households. Now it's worse because they don't even take cables from the streets anymore. They take them from within your house. You can imagine your big plot is locked in the evening, and yet people jump your gates, and they come in and they steal from you. So you see, just like that gentleman who said that when the police arrive, they will come and I will have done something about it. So my question now is, if I do something about whatever is happening in Zerbakom, let's say for instance, somebody enters and they try to enter my house and I shoot them. What will be my consequence? Because this person was coming to hurt me and my children inside my house. What do we do about that issue? Is it going to hit me, or is it going to hit the perpetrator even when he's dead? That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Dumela magolo ke nna Dintletse wa go ga
Sorry,
Sitheiso.
ma'am. Sorry, I just have a question. Colleagues from the department, I don't know if it's the first time you hear about this Zurpecom issue. It's worrying me. It's really worrying me. Is it the first time? If not, are there plans to look into this Zurpecom issue, police station, its functionality, and all those kind of things? I'd like to hear that. If it's the first time, it would be good that you zoom into it as a matter of priority. If there's plans, I would, I just need this, because it's very worrying. This. Are you able to answer, colleagues? A yes or no or something? Sorry, or it's the first time? Okay, cool.
Dumelang bagolo ke nna Dintletse wa rona o dula ko main bedroom. Ipotsa gore mapodisa a 121 ba dula mo kae? Re batho ba ha ba tsoga phakela ba ya ko plekeng e le gore moral wa bone o ntse yang. Ha rena dikoloi di sector vans rena di sector tse 3 a rena dikoloi. Police station ya go Beggersdal e tletse ka di container. Di patrollers di dula ko station every day. A gona mo ba dulang ko teng, ba dula mo di container tse tshesang ha go tshesa, tse nelang ha go nela. Rona members tsa CPF re electilwe, ha rena anything e re berekang ka yona. Ma re tla be re batwa di report tse re di entseng ka eng? Ntate Bezu o buile ka taba ya gore wa bona gore the program ena le everybody mara ena CPF ena di patrollers. Ke utlwile go bua ka roll over. Ke ipotsa gore go nna le roll over yang bana ba rona go dikolong ba sa gole. Ha ba gola ka October ke November. A ise ba gole. Wena ha o gola every month. Bana ba bang ba sa gole o reng ko wena? Is it nice? Re kopa gore le re shebeleng le rona re batho. Police station ya Beggersdal, you know sewer ya Beggersdal gore e tshwenya ga kana kang. Ha go utlwisa botlhoko o bona motho a tswa mo officing a tshwere bucket aya for ablution. Kore ka ipotsa gore batho ba province ba ntse ba tla ko stationeng sa rona ba fila yang. We had 2 meetings le batho ba South Deep. Ba batlang gore agela police station. Mar that thing a gona motho a e bonang gore e right. The first police station that was supposed to be built ko Bekesdal is a Dupes lot. Program ya BRP was supposed to address that. The next police station, ke police station agilweng mo Kagiso. We have a place where our police station was supposed to build. Ba re bolela gore no, the space is not sufficient. Ba gaetso le rona re batho. I submit.
Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Dumelang bagolo, o emefana ke Modiri Mogale, ke tswa ko Activist Community Development Forum, and I'm again ke chairperson, ke one of the board member ko Mohlakeng Old Age Home and Mohlakeng Concerned Community Forum, ke board member. So my consent is, ne ke kopa go simolla ka mo SAPS, ne? Re na le di complaints tse di ngata when it comes to the cases tse leng goreng they are reportiwa but they are not followed. Yes, now we can hear gore go na le problem ya gore like there are gonna be people ba leng gore batlo investigate those because of others are sensitive, but azange we don't know gore di feletse ka those cases. We can even talk I still remember na gona le one case. Colonel Baloyi a reportela go bua le ne ka phone, nothing happened. We even email le our general Lorraine, but even now we are still we don't know the case it cancelled or whatever. So the only thing before we who to report to if the cases had serious, so that we must know because of we go to this person are to Syria or renality canal, renality commander, renality general, but still we don't have to so nerekopa gore itse gore re kry di contact tsa or di emails tsa who to contact when ha re tswa fana if go na le di cases tse very critical, so we need to report if had it say. And then the other thing when it comes to, let me say, patrollers, CPF and other things, even I'm part of the patrollers. If I can so many things to do, I don't have meetings, I will be a patroller. Wake up at 7, 6:30, I'll be there at the police station and everything. So my worry is, what I know, highly this November time, my brothers, there is a project that festive. Last day it was there, or is it year before last? When faith still there. Since the this project, at least they know, or at least by December, there will be something, something to eat. But I saw that panyaza, sorry, it's a million face. I saw the no funding. I'm asking myself, how come Mefit Mazubuku na khona kana kong eli a khona go beletsa project ya festive from October, November, December, even January, February, maybe they can stop ka April and they are 6 months, but I sa le go tsana repanyaza when it comes to patrollers, no, nothing. But e ke ratang ka ma patrollers, they are still there, whether haba kholi because of what I know about even the community itself. Ha gona le problem mo locationeng ntwa they call patrollers. They won't call wardens, they don't call police, they will say patrollers. Patrollers, they can enter that hostel, mapodisa, and then bata emakon. Mara, believe me, patrollers, we do enter that. But I can even the weapon because of anything. They buy themselves the torches. And good the project yadikolo. Ne? Balim modikolong. They don't have any torches, they don't give them anything. Ba itlela ka tsone tse leng gore ma-patrollers ba na le tsone, but balo secure go sekolo se be safe and all those things. They don't care about that. Right now, yes, about mtana bua ke mo khatlile about ke time or ke mangontse a lefana wa Siabangena. O buile so much about that. It's so painful ga bana ma-patrollers working so hard but ba sa khatalwe. And then even the report itself ya bua I'm still there even in mo groupung ya ma-patrollers, even though I don't go. But every time the cases just, na gona beke fetang, go sena case ya patrol. But no, I don't know whether the cases are bone di wela ko mapodiseng or di wela ko ma wardening because of bone is nothing. So can we please consider them because of, now for me, by bereka these people, and then Lena still I'm a patroller as you do like ya ke lo ba thusa. Ke feel like as a community member, I have to be there Lena ke thusa because of ke na le bana. I don't know go bana ba ka betsa go strateng fala, and then even the community ke kopa le rona re na le bana ke bana ba rona go dikolong. Can we go and help? Re na le go kopa gore community it the parent come le tlo re thusang go dikolong for bana ba lona because of ngarano e nna e tap site go dikolong ha ba tswile go dintlu ba ile go sekolong ba lo tshwenyana ba sa ye sekolong sa bone ke golwana and all those things ke kopa re tle mphakela le rona batsadi re tlo bona go bana ba rona di beke tsa bone kopa le checkeng le di beke please ha ngwana a tswa a checkang di beke le ngwana ha tsena go ntlu di weapon di nna go ntlu go na le bana ba na le thunya as we speak today na ba tshwere di thunya today ka go fokwa fa le go ba tsaka di thunya we don't know so ke kopa le rona re nneng in responsibility because ke bana ba rona ha se bana ba principal ha se bana ba mistress ke ba rona. Thank you.
Thank you. We've got four presenters left. If you can keep it, three. If we can keep it more or less 3 minutes each, please. Thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Chairman. Sanbonan Bahlali, igama lami ngusemi ngwakadladla ngesibongo, and then also greetings to our portfolio committees and all stakeholders. I come from Pegesdal. I'm a deputy secretary of CPF. In Pegesdal, we have 3 sectors, which is Sector 1, Pegesdal formal and informal. Sector 2 is the entire Simunye. Sector 3, which is Zirbekom and Waterpan. By the way, Waterpan, it's a host community, it's a host mining community. We share the same challenges with Zirbekom. We are one sector. The challenges that we have and the reports that we have, I think the report is not a true reflection of how much crime it is in our host mining communities. Crime is so much severe in those areas that it is even now acceptable. The communities, they are now distressed so much that it is no longer easy to even report crime. Once you report crime, you become a victim. It is not by surprise that the chairperson of CPF had to move from his place because of the victim that he's put under. We can come here and fashion our English and all our reports, but SEPS, you need to improve your strategy on how you combat crime. We're still sitting there with the very same infrastructure. It is not even effective. The criminals now, they're carrying weapons that even police can't even approach them. Can you please visit the host mining communities and go there and assess on how our living conditions are? As my latter speaker have said, Pegesdal is a distressed community. It's a total disaster. Can you please, the next time when you come, please come to Pegesdal. We want legislature to come to Pegesdal. We're no longer going to come here. We request that you must come to Pegesdal and come and see what we're talking about there. Even the police, they are victims of the same crime. We can try to fashion it all we want, but who's protecting the very same police? Our police are also exposed to the very same crime. Some of them, even you can see their cars, they are parking in bushes. It is difficult to combat crime there, but it's easy to take bribe. When it comes to bribe, police have their own way of doing things. Can you please visit Pegesdal, come and see Zirbekom, go and see Waterpan, and then we come back and sit down and have those engagements, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good day, everyone. Nagalibizo Gipesi Makunga. I'm from Pegesdal also. I'm a treasurer of CPF. I just want to make just only recommendations, actually, Mr. Melder. You see, Beggersdal, we've got formal and informal, and we have a shortage of policy. So my request is that let us have mobile containers within the informal settlements, whereby these patrollers can be able to assist the police in terms of visibility. Secondly, I want to go to the finance department. At police station, it's not only CPF that is not getting paid. We've got members of youth desk, we've got members of GBV. Apart from that one that we see the brigade, we've got the other one that they are not being getting paid, also as patrollers. And my request to you as the finance department, let us not pay our people occasional payments for 3 months, 2 months. It's unfair. Let us have a stipend, and maybe for a period of 12 months or 18 months, it will be fine. Not only 3 months, 2 months, at the end of the day, people they go back and starve again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our last presenter.
Good day, everyone. I'm Colleen from Dentlome. I'm one of the patrollers. We are crying a lot as patrollers. Is there any day or days whereby a patroller or CPF is going to be recognized? Because people are not appreciated. I hear lots of people saying there is no visibility of patrollers. How do you expect a person to comply and to see a person there every day with a hungry stomach? Because we patrollers, we are not recognizable. We ended up by having lots of enemies as patrollers because they say we are magundwan. A patroller is a gundwan. So, but people, they don't appreciate us. I'm one of the patrollers who were deployed at school by May. You can never believe, I'm standing here today. I didn't get paid for October salary. I don't even know where to ask, whom I ask about the payment, because they're coming that thing of, we are going now to work, 1 month you are home, 1 month you are going to be work for 3 months. We have asked, how about we can work the consecutive 3 months, then we give other chance, they do their 3 months until our last term. But there is no such. There is no such. Even today, I didn't get paid for my October salary, and then I don't know whom to ask. In our group of patrollers, there is nothing update. We are in the dark. So our main crying is, we as patrollers, we are not recognized at all, because people expect us to be there day by day. But when we come to good things, it seems like a patroller is forgotten. But we must be there for all things. You can wake up 12 o'clock in the midnight. If you are a patroller, you can't sleep if you are a patroller. But a patroller, they are not recognized. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We would now allow the... Oh, there's the last one.
The last one is the second one, then there's no post check.
Okay,
There's no post. Answers from...
finish.
Yes.
Right, Mr. HOD, if you can respond, and then after that, we do for the SAPS, representatives from the SAPS to respond. Thank you.
No, thanks, Chair. Or maybe let me give Director Muduto to deal with the patroller issue, and then I'll deal with the rest of the issues.
Yeah. No, thanks, thanks, Chair. Re ke tse sebaka se ke leboge community ya rona for some of the issues that le raising le rona as department. I think the first thing that I need to clarify, Chair, is that the school safety project is not a project that is done, or should I say school safety deployment project of the patrollers. The payments there are not done by the Department of Community Safety. Payments are a responsibility of the Department of Education. So some of the issues that colleagues have actually, or should I say patrollers have raised, we will certainly raise them with Department of Education so that we see how best to deal with that. But I think there was also a concern that was raised around the rotational system that has been introduced in the school safety program. We were approached by Department of Education indicating that there are challenges insofar as budget is concerned. And the indication was that, at least at the time, the indication was that the project was supposed to end in September. But because we are part of a caring government, it was important for us to say, stopping the project in September is not the best option. Is it not possible for us to see how best can we explore other means of making sure that we extend it perhaps up until the end of March? And that's where the issue of rotation then came in. The idea was that as opposed to getting rid of the project, maybe the best thing is that extend it, but then introduce a rotational system so that everybody can therefore be able to benefit. We understand the concerns that are being raised by our people, but at the time, that was the only best option that was available before us, considering the financial issues that were there. Now, as it relates to Siabangena, and I think the committees are aware at this point in time that not only the province, but the entire country, we're going through a financial challenge of some sort. And as a result, it is not possible for us to do, or at least afford our structures, the kind of support that we used to provide in the past. It's a phase, it's going to pass. But the reality of the matter is that as a result of this situation that we find ourselves, we then found the department really struggling to ensure that certain things happen. We then relied on what we call a grant from EPWP. So there's a grant of about 8.3 million that has been allocated to the department. It is that grant that we have actually allocated to Siabangena team. Once again there, for us to make sure that everybody is covered, that's where we then introduced a rotational system there to ensure that everybody is covered. It is not correct that we don't care about our patrollers. We do care. Part of the reason why we actually exploring all of these options is because we understand the challenges that our people are actually going through, especially as they go about assisting the police in the fight against crime. I think the reality that we're confronted with is around issues of financial resources, but like I said, it is a phase, it's going to pass, and once it passes, we will certainly afford our structures the necessary support that they need. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, sir. HOD?
No, thanks, Chair. Maybe just to
Pardon me, before you continue, ladies and gentlemen, can we just have some silence, please? The legislature is still in session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair. I think maybe just to re-emphasize the fiscal challenges that we have. It's a point that we made during the week, last week in the portfolio committee, that as a department and as a province, we find ourselves in a difficult situation of considering taking very difficult decisions insofar as certain programs are concerned. And it's such decisions that we will really need to look into and come to the portfolio committee to say, given the fiscal situation that the department faces, these are the programs that we're going to have to halt for a moment to try and get ourselves out of the fiscal pressure that we are currently facing. Without getting into the nitty-gritties of our situation, the reality is that the cash allocations that we have is not sufficient to cover the commitments that we have. And it's that situation that will lead us into considering halting some of the programs that we are currently undertaking. So that's the first thing. There was an issue raised on the e-panic button. It is true that currently it's not zero rated. Ourselves and the Department of eGov are in the process of finalizing engagements with the mobile network operators in terms of zero rating that app. We are at the tail end of that process with Telkom specifically. The three other mobile network operators are lagging slightly behind, but we will be registering at least the zero rating with Telkom first, given the advanced position that we find ourselves with them currently. So it is an issue that we are aware of, that we are dealing with. So we want to zero rate it on two fronts, on the download side, but also on the utilization side. So it's conversations that are currently happening with mobile network operators. I'm sure SAPS will deal with the Bekkersdal police station commitment that was done in 2002. But we are seeing this request come through as frequently as they are currently. I mean, we've just been dealing with the Acacia police station issue as well, where there's a need for a police station to be built. We went in there with a proposal from the provincial government to try and assist with donation of land. The Premier made a commitment that the provincial government will donate land for Acacia or rather for a police station in Acacia to be built. But let's understand it's a national competence. Police stations are built by the National Department of Public Works. What we were trying to do as a provincial government was to try and fast-track that process by providing land, which seemed to be the issue that was hamstrung in the process in terms of identifying the suitable land in that vicinity for Public Works to be able to move in. So we will try and assist Bekkersdal as well if they are in a similar situation. I'm not making a commitment here, Chair, of a donation of land, but we'll assist them to try and fast track that process. We started an IGR process when we were dealing with the Acacia issue, so we can onboard the Bekkersdal police station issue into that IGR process to try and fast track the erection of the police station as quickly as is possible. Thanks.
Thank you, HOD.
Can I request HOD that the same effort that's being put into Acacia, I think the other things that you mentioned, can we zoom into the Zurubekong? It's a farm area, surely we know that, and you can just about imagine, it was graphic for me when these colleagues were speaking about it. What goes on? No lights, no anything, and so on. Your fiscal issue, you did present it, and every other challenge. I'm not forcing that you create miracles. Can it be at the back of your mind? I've lobbied the committee that we must go to Zurubekong to get a sense of what is it, so that we get work, so that we complement the work that you do, or we advise or recommend. We want to see for ourselves, not because we are Siyangijimis, but it's such that in the time you are busy with the other problems that you've outlined, at least we are able to put it on the map. And because it was raised by females, and I know there was one male speaker, it was raised by females, so it touched the nerve, Chair, on me. Sorry to interrupt. I just thought while they speak about their plans, can they, because he said, HOD, it's the first time they hear about it. Can that be on the agenda, HOD and colleagues? Thank you very much.
Thank you for your valuable input, Honourable Deputy Speaker. Let's afford the SAPS representatives from the police service to respond, please. So if you don't mind, Brigadier, to just stand here in front so that people can see you, can face them. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, Portfolio Committee, MMNC, councillors, government department, community members, all stakeholders, protocol observe. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Rambuda, one of the acting station commander, Mohlakeng. We are two acting on a monthly basis. Okay, let me start by people on the first time they said they're not getting an assistant at the police station. And then wherever we go to our community, we give our members our numbers so that when they are not getting assistant from the CAC, they phone us, and then a lot of people, they phone us, and then we phone the relief commanders, and then they attend to the complaints. Yes, there is a lot of complaints that are reported, but unfortunately, when some of the complaints that they are reported, we are not getting assistance from the community. They don't want to mention their name and they don't want to explain about that crime. Okay, let me give a stats for our members here. The station has been granted with 146 members, and at this time we got 128 members. We are running short of 18. The vehicle is that one that we said we got 23. The vehicles that are active, running at the station, there are 14. The rest of the vehicles are at the garage. The sector vehicles, we got four sectors, and we got 2 vehicles that we are using for both sectors. Until those vehicles can come back, and then we're gonna utilize both sectors. We got flexi crime preventions that they are assisting the CAC on a daily basis. And we also have the sector managers that are reporting daily on a weekly basis to assist the station with the crime and the patrolling or whatsoever. And I heard one says we don't mention the patrollers, but here at Mohlakeng, at our presentation, we mentioned the number of the traffic wardens, the number of the community in blue, and the community forums, which means we mention them, and on a daily basis, we are working with them. They are reporting to the station, and they go to the community, and then to assist on the prevention of crime. Okay, I just want to also explain that one that they said there is a station at Kuksor that is not operation for now. It's the same thing to say that that station had been vandalized. But this time it's formed part to be falling under the satellite of Mohlakeng. But the time, the stage that it now, we cannot utilize. As long as we got being resources and being active of the satellite station will be utilized to prevent the crime. I think that is we can say now, unless there is another. The additional things, because I know it's not involving Mohlakeng only, Colonel Kreleng is still going to come back and then add whatever we have to do the assistance. Colonel Kreleng.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. Ladies and gentlemen, just let's have some quiet, please. We're almost done. We're almost done. Thank you, Colonel.
Thank you. Honorable Moody, my referral of the baby steps was to the building and not to the people working there. So I hope that will satisfy you. And then with regards to Bakkersdal, the management of SAPS take note of the concerns noted. There is negotiations going on at Bakkersdal. And I can avail my cell phone number to the people if you have something to write it on, or you can come and see me afterwards. If there's a problem with the investigation, I'm from Visible Policing, but I can liaise with the detective coordinator. As I said, I'm Colonel Greiling. My number is 082 828 5763. You're welcome to contact me. I can assist you if you have a problem with a case. So it's 082 828 5763. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. That concludes the responses from the South African Police Services. Ladies and gentlemen, just have some order, please. Let's have some order. We are now going on to item 5, other matters. And I just wanted to check with the Honourable Deputy Speaker that the committee indeed have taken a resolution to go and visit Sibukom. No?
Thank you very much, Chair. Let's thank the community. Badudi bara Randfontein re leboga tšhono e re le fileng yona. Apologies gore a ra covera go na le speaker says one that said we have not covered other police stations or their area. We're focusing on this area. Kia Butomung, I think there was a first speaker, Kim Libets. Yes, you. Let's correct that. What is the area? Sorry? Your area, because we want to go and visit your area as well. Or it's Bekesdal, the one that was being spoken about. Oh, okay. I'll get more clarity outside. But otherwise, Rilebucha, Nakorili feeling yona, Ibile Chisa Luchisa no. Subs, we are there. We're going to be helping each other. The relationship will be a bit rocky here and there. But I think what we have in common is service to the people. Approach will be a bit rocky or rough here and there, but we are here as a committee to be there with you. When we land in your area, don't see it as an invasion or annoyance or interruption. Those who get annoyed is those who hide something, so I'm believing that you don't hide something. Please continue with the work that you do, albeit the issues that committee, because we can only be your mirror. So you will see ourselves through us and the community. Yeah. Colleagues from the department, your time is much appreciated. Huh? Oh yes, your time is appreciated, the answers you've given, and please continue servicing. Other areas as far as you'll be driving to Northwest even, or into another province. Ningapheli moya, ningapheli inhliziyo, we're there to serve. If we butt heads, it's nothing personal, but I say, we, just like I said, we are your mirror. You are also our mirror, because we must not think we've got authority on monopoly on issues of policing. We can only learn from each other. So we'd like to thank you. An announcement, Chair, I don't know if it's there, maybe for refreshments, but otherwise, thank you very much, Chair. You can close your meeting.
Thank you.
Please submit these, those who've got them. So that we come back and still use them. Thank you very much. Thank the Premier in his absence. Namapanya patrollers, GPV, activists. Your work is noticeable, and thank you very much.